to date, you know. And Uhuru Kenyatta, I believe, must have known their whole lives because he used to be with this man, you know, and he cheated him and he went all the way. Na akampaka Uhuru Kenyatta matope akatukanwa sana na majenzi na kila mtu, you know. I don't even know why Uhuru agreed to see him. I don't understand why he agreed to see him.
When Uhuru's child was being frustrated, the guns taken, Nini Uhuru came and with a couple of people spoke. You are not in the part of the team that was frustrating?
I had no authority. One, as deputy president, you are not in charge of the security system.
Okay.
That one is under the hands of the president, and he told me from day one, keep off security matters, keep off the military, and I kept off. Because I am also knowledgeable and I understand government. I have told you and I want to repeat so that we close this debate.
Okay.
Nothing positive or negative can be done for or against a retired president without the full authority and concurrence of a sitting president. Okay. So if there is anything done negative against President Uhuru Kenyatta's retirement, President William Ruto knows about it. And nobody else can do anything about it. And that is the truth.
Okay. 2027, President William Ruto said they will win early in the morning. And 2022, did you guys win? Ama mulifanyia baba ile kitu?
No, we won. Let me tell you, my brother.
Yeah.
Forget about the system. Forget about the deep state. Forget about IBC. Nobody can steal a presidential election. The 2013 Supreme Court ruling was very clear that polling station results are final. The election is done, concluded at the polling station. And when changes were done to our electoral laws, that necessitated that polling and counting is done at the polling station. That is when we did away with the rigging. We won the election fair and square.
There was no rigging whatsoever.
There was no rigging, and there cannot be. I've heard President William Ruto say that he'll win in 2027.
Yes.
Listening to the ground, the only way he can win is if he is able to change the constitution through a referendum and remove the voting power from the people of Kenya to advise us. And since he has so many advisors, he would win in the morning. That's the only way he can win.
Okay.
And he knows. He knows.
IBC has been reconstituted. Josphat Nanok, the Deputy Chief of Staff, is reportedly close to the IBC chair. Is this going to compromise the 2027 election?
He is not close to the IBC chair.
Yeah.
He was his employee. He was an attorney at the county of Turkana, where Nanok was governor. So ni mtu yake. Na ndio amemletea William Ruto akuwe chairman. So basically, IBC will be run from State House. But nothing much will change. I want to tell you. It doesn't matter. Okay. Even if William Ruto appointed Farouk Kibet as chairman of IBC. Yeah? Or Oscar Sudi as chairman of IBC. He'll still lose. The vote against William Ruto, the margin will be so huge, I can tell you, nobody can do anything about it. The only folly is if the commissioners refuse to organize an election. They fail to fill the ballot boxes, the ballot papers, and to ensure there is order. But as long as they make sure the polling stations are open on time, there are ballot papers, and the counting is done at the polling station, the rest is a mathematical exercise of adding, tallying.
So you believe the IBC is going to conduct a fair election?
I'm not sure what they'll do, but I'm saying the mood in the country.
Yeah. If
that IBC tries to mess with the election,
okay,
there will be no country here. 207 will look like a Christmas party. I can tell you. And I want to implore those commissioners to be Kenyans, to be patriotic, and not to attempt to force William Ruto on the people of Kenya. It will not work. The people of Kenya will not accept it. People want change, and they are ready for change. Indeed, they are impatient that 2 years is too far away. You know? Let me tell you, this Gen Z group is lethal. This group is not tribal, cannot be compromised, cannot be bribed with 200 shillings. And I have now confirmed, when I've been walking around, that they have actually taken IDs and they are going to register as voters.
Okay.
And I can tell you, hey, the Gen Z wave
is coming.
It's coming, and it will be huge.
You and I know the president is very sharp. You don't get to become president if you're not that sharp. Do you believe he has not seen this coming in 2027 and he does not have plans? You guys won the election with the government being against you, the system and the deep state, but now he's the government, he has the resources.
Sharp, did you say?
Yeah.
With a failed health system, failed education system, abductions, extrajudicial killings, an unperforming economy, and you say he's sharp? Maybe we need to consult Webster Dictionary on what is sharpness. Let me tell you, my brother, the will of the people is supreme.
Okay.
William Ruto did not win the election because he's sharp. He won because at that time, Kenyans believed his lies. And all the things he told people of Kenya, they believed him. They don't believe him anymore. In fact, there's nothing he can tell the people of Kenya to believe.
He can't do a turnaround right
now.
There's
nothing. Everybody has accepted he's a liar. So he cheated the church. He had an MOU with the church. He promised them this and that. He has backtracked on it. He cheated Mama Mbogas. He cheated the Boda Boda. Even now they are going with MPs giving Boda Boda people money, Mama Mboga. They are just eating the money. They will come out to vote him out. The other day, my local member of parliament brought some women here. The state lodge is here. It's about 1 kilometer from here. Sagana State Lodge here. And they are women I have known all my life. They are my supporters. And I've been with them for many years. And he organized to take them to State Lodge. And they called me, oh, we have been told by the MP to go to State Lodge. And we go. I said, yeah, you go. There's a lot of money that was brought there with Gunias. So please go and take. And if you were given more, I'm jobless. When I come home, you can give me something. So the women went there. They were 1,000. They were given each 8,000 shillings. And another 2 million for their cheerleader who had died to support in funeral. And they left. So the local MP was very happy. So during the funeral, he ferried those women to the funeral so that they can come and cheer him. So those women were there. He looked at them and he saw the other ones he took to the president to collect money. So he started yapping. He did not go beyond the second sentence. He told him off, shut up, go away. The same women who were given 8,000 by William Ruto. A decision has been made in this area, this is Mount Kenya region, based on a proverb that is very popular here, that huwezi kukubalia ndovu izikwe na pembe. Lazima uzitoe uizike bila pembe kwa sababu ni ujinga kuzika pembe na iko na dhamana. You understand? People have decided to take William Ruto's money before he goes home. And it doesn't matter how much money he brings here. He can bring money in cartons, he can bring in sacks, he can bring in billions.
He can buy you back?
Not me. Forget about me.
You, if he comes back and tells you I'm sorry.
No, forget about me. Forget about me.
What if he apologizes?
I'm saying, forget about me. These rural women, these rural boys, who will take his money and that is it. As for me, my brother, I'm priceless. What do I need money for? It's a very beautiful home. I'm not paying rent to anybody. I live here. What do I need money for? This woman here, Pastor Dorcas, she's a pastor. Hana matumizi mingi. 2,000 ya nywele ametosheka. What do I need money for?
But why
would I sell my soul?
Apologizes.
Why would I sell my soul?
Yeah.
Why would I sell my conscience for money? To do what with that money? Even if he apologized to me, it's meaningless. Me, I'll forgive him because I'm a Christian. But what about the people of Kenya? What about the payslip holders whose pay slips he has raided? Will he apologize to them? What about the parents and relatives of the Gen Zs whom he killed? What apology can he give? Even today, he has never apologized. I would have expected when he was talking to that president and he was lying that the families have been brought back together, he would even have the moral conscience to offer an apology to the Gen Zs and to their parents and to the people of Kenya that they were killed. Yeah? How do you apologize to those families? How do you apologize to people who are going to hospital and SHA is not working? How do you apologize to teachers and students whose schools have collapsed because of non-funding? How do you apologize to people whose businesses have collapsed because of non-payment of pending bills? If William Ruto was to apologize to the people of Kenya, he would take 1.5 years every day just apologizing because he has wronged everybody and rubbed everybody the wrong way. So me, I don't have a problem. He can apologize to me. I'm very forgiving. But he has a job to do. And even if he apologizes, I don't think the people of Kenya would ever trust him again. Okay. He has lost their trust.
The remaining period of time, do you think is enough for a turnaround? Like, let's say, for example, today he gets up and says, I want to now do right. Do you think it's enough?
Where would he start? Would he give back the Dafifi land to the IDPs? Would he be willing? I don't think so. Would he be willing to stop doing business with Adil and Jayesh and Defki? I don't think so. Would he be willing to stop the stealing through the National Intelligence Service? I don't think so. There is nothing. He cannot turn around this country. He doesn't have the moral conscience to turn around this country.
Raila Odinga factor?
He's just an accomplice. Raila Odinga has given William Ruto the through pass to continue looting the country. The Gen Z had cornered this man completely. And Raila Odinga is the one who revived him. Had he allowed the Gen Z to deal with that matter, we would not be where we are today. So he is the one who saved him. Okay. And since the Raila came, he donated 4 experts. Joho is an expert. Oparanya is an expert. My English fails me, who is an expert. Since the experts came, has the prices of food gone down? Have healthcare improved? Has the education system improved? Has the stealing stopped? Nothing. It's only that the people eating have just become more. Those who are not eating have joined the ones who are eating. It's only the party is much bigger. There is no change, nothing. And nothing will change, my brother. And you can ask me, come back here after some time. And if anything changes in 1 year, come with a pickup. I'll give you 3 havers from my family. Yeah.
Okay.
The day things change and they are working, don't even look for an appointment. Just find out through social media. Once you confirm I'm here, you see me taking some photographs here. It's 2 hours from Nairobi. Just come with a pickup, get 3 havers, fresh and go. Nothing will change. Things will only change after the elections, when there is regime change, and we put a responsible government into place. That's when there will be change.
Mr. President, you're standing between me and 3 heifers. Do the thing. Quick fire. What happened to NHIF money?
Stolen.
By who?
Who else?
Do you believe the healthcare transition is beneficial to Kenyans? You know now tuko na SHA.
Is it working? Have you heard anywhere it's working?
Inakwanga na mambo yake.
It's not working. And it can't work because it's theft. You see what happened? We had promised in our campaign that we will revamp and reform the NHIF. And the NHIF officials came up with a scheme requiring 800 million to create a new system to put things in order. Instead of providing 800 million, we decided to leave NHIF and bring SHA and create a system costing 104 billion. That is the crux of the matter. Half of that money is going to people in government. It's pure theft of public funds. This whole SHA nonsense is about stealing government money. It has nothing to do with healthcare. It has nothing to do with improving our healthcare system. It's pure theft by the Adanis. Yeah? And that is why even when the president cancelled the airport, very reluctantly, he never cancelled SHA. That's where the loot is. And those are the things I said no. Those are the things that made me to be kicked out. I said, regarding Gachagua, to be a crime, to be a partner in crime, to steal more than 50 billion shillings belonging to the people of Kenya, I cannot.
How much money is enough?
I don't know. You should tell me.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Hustler
you know,
fund.
I have seen Hustler Fund is another.
Is it legit?
No, it's a sham. You know, my brother. We promised the people that will create Hustler Fund. We used to have Youth Fund that was working.
Yes.
Wezo Fund that was working. Women Fund that was working. They were collapsed, and we brought in the Hustler Fund. Hustler Fund, do you know how much money you borrow for business? 500 shillings. What business can you start with 500 shillings in this country?
Mayai. Gonga mayai.
So how many people can do mayai? And then if everybody did mayai, whom will you say the mayai to? I mean, it's an insult to the people of Kenya. And that's why I said, Mr. President, I'm finding it very difficult to work under you because you cheated the people of Kenya and I helped you to cheat them. When I go home to Karatina and people ask, this Hustler Fund you promised us, what is 500 shillings? The thing is a scam, you know? It cannot work. And we had Wezo Fund, we had Youth Fund, we had Women Fund. When we formed government, we'll scrap the Hustler Fund and reinstate the Women Fund, the Youth Fund, and the Wezo Fund, and even get more money into the funds to enhance financial inclusivity in the country so that people can do business. There is no business you can do with 2,000 shillings, 3,000 shillings. You need a minimum of 50,000 going up, you know? And all factors being constant, I want to tell our small-scale traders to have faith that, God willing, all factors being constant, we are going to have a regime change. You'll get a responsible government that will scrap the Hustler Fund because it's a scam. It's fraudulent, it's a fraud. And bring back those funds that were working and give them more money to help people for financial inclusivity.
What happened to Linda Mama?
I thought you told me William Ruto is very sharp. Linda Mama was working.
Yeah,
He was
Linda
helping
Mama
our
was
women
working.
when they go to maternity.
Yes.
It was all, the president was not interested in those programs. He just wanted to be president, to become rich.
So it's about money.
And he's rich, filthy rich. Filthy rich. In the last 2 years, in my estimation, when I look around, he must have made 3 to 4 trillion. Yeah. Yeah. It's filthy rich. And I think that was his dream. I don't think he cares about this country. I'm not sure anymore he cares. Because people are making noise, he's not interested. People are raising issues, he doesn't bother. But he is rich, that he has achieved. Rich, filthy rich.
Okay, let's the housing tax. Remember the story? You are still together.
Yeah.
Was it legit?
I have admitted that initially. I believed him when he said we need to do affordable housing.
Okay.
It's a good thing for creating employment. Even when he insisted on the housing levy, I told him Kenyans are complaining, but he insisted that let's do it because it's good to create employment. I went along with him until it came to my attention along the way that this affordable housing thing was a business venture between the president and DEFCI. DEFCI has a factory that makes steel cement, and mabati. And those are the three components that drive the housing agenda. So all the cement, all the mabati, all the steel that is bought for affordable housing, the profit is shared between Defki and William Ruto. The whole thing was a business thing. And that's when I withdrew my support, when I realized it's a con. And if you move around, people are asking, in a place called Kianyaga, they have done some houses there. They want to sell it for 4 million. Nobody will buy. People are asking, with 4 million, I can buy an acre of land, do a house for 1.5, and do coffee and daily grazing unit with the rest of the money. Why do I want to go and I'm an old man to live in the upstairs? The whole thing is being forced on the people of Kenya to create business for the two to sell cement, mabati, and steel. The whole housing levy is about creating sufficient money. And you know that money? Because there is no capacity to absorb it, it's kept in a bank that the president bought when he became president.
Huh?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
We bought a bank?
He bought a bank. That's where the money goes.
Like local bank?
Yeah, local bank.
Which bank?
I don't want to say the name. Do your research. I'll tell you off camera, then you can go and do your research.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So there's a bank that has been bought to keep all this money in cash?
Yeah, that's where the money goes. And it's actually taking all businesses from Equity, from Cooperative Bank, from all other banks have lost money from government to this particular bank that the president bought through some process.
So Equity and Cooperative Bank are not in the,
They are not.
the elimination game.
They are not.
So we are remaining with
all government money now for prostitutes, state corporations, they are kept in that particular bank that the president bought.
Oh, wow. Why are our taxes so high, though?
To keep the president going. He needs to travel to China. He needs to get money through a niece. People must pay for that money. He's not going to get it from his pocket.
Is KRA and ESCC being used as a weapon?
Yes, yes. You know another thing, and I disagreed with the president. We had agreed because the fourth administration had used the criminal justice system to harass people who were opposed to the then administration, and I was a victim. I was charged with the trumped-up charges, and KRI asked me because of my political persuasion. And the president did give a solemn promise to the people of Kenya that under his leadership, they will never use the criminal justice system to deal with the politics. Today, that is what is happening.